Today we got the worker out. He's getting the stones off the AI's field. This is my farm here. We're still waiting on it to grow, so we're still on 1 day season, but it's going a little bit slow. So we've harvested the grass. We did that yesterday. It won't grow back until tomorrow. We've got the bike out. And there's our worker up here. Just a warning, if you get seasick, riding this bike may not be the thing for you. Just let me turn this down a little bit. What is he doing? These workers are idiots, alright? These workers, they've never been any good and they'll never be any good. It's just pathetic. Giants didn't make the workers better, they just gave them more tasks that they could do. That's all they did. They didn't improve the workers. The workers are every bit as bad as they ever have been. They just programmed to do a few more jobs, and they were hoping that the community would have just accepted that, but not me. The workers are pathetic. Always have been and always will be. It's the way the game was programmed. But anyway, you do have problems with AI workers on no man's land. It's just all goes with it, you know. Like I said, if you get seasick, a little bit of a warning here. This bike stops really quick when you take your hand off the accelerator, finger off the trigger. We're booting along though, way too fast. I should set a speed limit really, but oh well. Alright, we're back at the farm. Mailman hasn't been, I see the flag's still up. Let's go and put the bike away. The bike's good to get around. Also pull some big jumps off and stuff like that. Good fun. And we'll just get off here. So while I'm waiting on this stone, we can just get over these bags. What we can do is get some lime ready. So I think we'll do that. We'll put the lime to good use, considering we got it off the AI field, and part of our payment in de-stoning their fields for them, we were given the stones, so it's not going to cost us anything for lime, which I'm happy about. Anything that I can save $1, I'm going to do it. Well, my right controller is drifting around a little bit. Now we don't have much stone here, so not much at all. I haven't got the weight on. I really should grab that right now, otherwise I'm going to end up tipping over. So this is the 7R series, and you need a weight on it, especially if you're doing bales. It always pays to have at least a 900 kilo weight on the back. It's same as stone. Stone's really heavy, so didn't quite get that down flat enough that time. Okay, it's really hard to see from inside, so I've taken the awning off as well, because the awning really wasn't needed to cover stones for anything, not for any reason. Oh, my control is going a little bit haywire. It's drifting around. Apologies for that. Look at this last bucket in the stone picker. You can see him working up there at the top of the screen, if you can see up there. We've got the AI worker out on it. Let's get this bucket square. Alright, it's going to play silly buggers, so when it does this I couldn't be bothered with it. We've got plenty of lime in here at present, so that's that task done. We'll just turn our bucket up, just for safety reasons, and we'll scoot over. I think I'll take the bike. We'll scoot up there. He should be pretty close to a full stone at the moment. Now, if I could somehow take a trailer over there and empty into that trailer, that'd be nice. But I haven't found any implements yet that will allow me to do that, so I'm gonna have to go about things the old-fashioned way. Bike really does turn sharply. I like how it leans though, the other bike doesn't do that. Oh, whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Especially without a helmet on. Now the bike's wrecked. No horn. Oh man. Stuck in first gear there. Makes you a little bit seasick, I guess, this bike. I think I'll just I'll keep to it just around my farm, I think. Let's see what Stupid's doing. He's on 47% and he's picking up stone from where he's already worked. Like, it's pathetic. This game and workers is just pathetic. Like I said, Giants didn't improve the workers at all. What they did was just gave the workers a few more duties that they can accomplish. They didn't actually improve the workers, which is rather disappointing, really. No Man's Land has always been a bit tricky to use workers on. I'm going to send the AI out to do this, which I've just put him on. You can see the AI's in there. He's going to back the whole field, is he? No. He's going to try and pick up stones from where there's no stones. Well done. Well done, game. Well done. A bit hard to see. I think I'll just take another edge off here. If I set the AI to run this way, hopefully at the end he'll work his way back up there and realise that the job's already been done further up, but I'm not counting on it. Before I came live, I decided I'm going to plant these paddocks just so they don't look bare from the home. I'm going to have to babysit this guy. This is ridiculous. Right, let's go. Get the worker onto that. So I want to, looking at it from home, which is, I'm trying to make this build look lived in. There's no traffic and there's no pedestrians, so I need to create homesteads with their own properties. And I figure if I leave these two paddocks empty, it's still bare, so I'm going to have to put crop in there, and well, when they die, they'll just be left brown, but that's fine. They're pretty decent sized fields, not super huge, but they're decent enough. And also at the back here, I'm going to put another field out here as well. Probably wrap it around down to the edge of the road, stop it about here, and cut it back up in a straight line, and then that'll divide that property there, which means I'll be able to take this gate, this fence line out, extend this one through, and that'll give him a good sized block, a couple of acres anyway. So let's see if this guy's going to behave. It's wide enough to do 2 more runs, so he can go back down and come back up if he turns the right way. You can't trust the AI workers. You never have been able to trust them, and FS22 is no different. They're just as stupid as they've ever been. I actually mentioned in one of my other videos that what would be a good idea is to have different levels of workers where they would cost you different amounts to hire them. And let's say there's 4 levels of them, but if you get a worker, he stays on your farm, you accommodate him with accommodation and food and a certain upkeep fee, and that worker dressed in a certain uniform always stays on your farm until needed, but you put them through schooling and you level them up. Now I think that would be a good way to go about it. So when they reach their highest level, let's say there's 4 levels for instance, when they reach their highest level, then they'll be super efficient, whereas level 1 they'll be just as they are now. And I think that'll put a nice aspect on the game, but I'm not too sure if Giants are able to do that. I mean, this is Giants' own game. This is their own servers. This is like, I'm trying to look for a certain word, and words aren't coming to me too clearly today. It's their own framework anyway, so they oh god, I can't even think. I'll come back to what I'm saying. I think I'll just do a headland here and we should be full before I get to the top of the hill, if all goes well. Get this stone up. I'm going first person now. Let's get this camera right. My right control analog stick is doing a bit of drift work, so it's not the best. There you go, we're already full. We'll just fold that away. We'll go and drop our stones off. So part of the deal of looking after this property here is that I get to keep the stones, and for me that's pretty cool because I get free lime out of it. I'll go back to 33. 33 is the speed limit on this map. A main road, so we can get up to 60 along here. And back into the side road. 33. 33 because it's Freemasonry cultism. seems to be what's running the world at the moment. So you just got to go with it. Alright, let's drop these stones off. My right analog stick really is playing up quite a bit. Just empty this out. Last episode I put an awning on here, which I've taken off, and all my stones I'd collected from my fields disappeared. They said nope, put an awning up, we're going to have to take your stone off you. So I lost my stones, and luckily I've got these two fields to get a little bit more in. I won't get more field stone until I cultivate my fields. So, but luckily I've got enough line there to see through the next season, so there's no great urgency. I just did a little bit of detailing, a couple of little rock boulders and whatnot. Here's our sail point. Which way am I going to do this? I think I'll do one more headland down the bottom. That way the AI shouldn't get too confused. So that field's all done. I might throw some lime down on it. It's going to cost me a bit. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to take one more row here. Because it's a funny shape, I'm going to have to do some of this. Oh, oh, oh. God, I didn't even have the implement down. Here I am bagging out the AI. Okay, we've got to leave the worker to go on his way. Let him ruin everything. We're going to take this back to our farm. So it's okay to go across the field. Oh wow, it's rather hard to steer. Don't leave it on the edge. Away. Slippery up the tree. I think I'll leave this on the farm now, because it's not terribly good to get out and about, I guess. Very strange steering on it. There we go, my controller's drifting all over the place again. What's he gonna do? What's this bloke gonna do? He's going to go full retard, isn't he? No. You never know with these workers. You just never know. So I'm actually going to seed those 2 fields up there. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I'd like to see crop on it. When I'm looking out my front door. I wonder if that'll fit there. Drop the weight off here. I always put everything back where it belongs because I hate losing stuff. And I'm going to grab some lime. I'm going to lime these fields. Spend money on another worker, because I don't enjoy doing lime or fertilisation. It's just, I find it repetitiously boring. I do enough field work in plough, cultivate and seeding, and harvesting. So I don't want to put a gate there because it'll be just too easy to get from one field to another, and it's not the way I want to organise it. I want to have conviction when I go somewhere. I want to know that I'm going somewhere and have to be stringent about it instead of just cutting through fences everywhere just because it's a shorter run. I spent all these slot counts building this place, and I want to be able to look at it when I'm travelling around and you know, you can't get slots back once you spend them. No amount of money will buy you slot counts. I think I might be able to move over a bit. I think this has a 6 metre spread, so let me just take another half a grid. We run our lines on the outside of this grid. Oh, it's fertiliser. Alright, go for it, son. I'll fertilise first. Put the line down later, I guess. Let's just see if he behaves. No. I think I'll take over from this guy. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and the map's fairly dark, but we are in February, which is the winter months for this map. And my right analog stick is starting to sway around a little bit again. Uh-oh, this guy's lost. He's lost. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's lost. More training required. Oh my god, this trailer's a nightmare. So I'm gonna have to look at this. This is not what I planned on. It's only because my farm, there's nothing for me to do on it right now, and I'm doing this to keep busy. So unfortunately, when the lime goes on top, it'll stay white until I seed it, which probably isn't that much of a bad thing. Send the worker to run this way now. Hopefully he'll behave. Up to 57%. Just get these stones and rocks up. These are all fairly large. The little ones, you're able to roll them into the ground. They'll come up next time you cultivate, obviously. But the big ones won't. So, what is that worker doing? Oh my God. You're an absolute retard, mate. Serious. Yeah. This game is frustrating to the point of pulling hair out. He's an idiot. Yeah, so the bigger stones you can't push them on the ground. There's a big one there, and a couple of big ones around. So it all equates to 3 lines. I'll make this turn. And off we go. Keep our eye on this other idiot. Oh God, look, it's just you just can't win with this game, you know. Workers in this game are just pathetic. There's no point whinging about it. It's not going to change a thing. And like I said, it's always been a pretty hard map for workers to work on. Even in FS19 it was a hard map for the AI to work on. Just wasting a lot of product here as well. Anyway, it is what it is, and right now it can't be any other way. Where's he going to stop? So why didn't he continue and finish that little triangle bit in there? Oh dear. Alright, you're sacked. Find ourselves a new worker. This is the last row anyway. So I think I'll put a homestead down there next, straight ahead. And I've got some land that I can sell. Let the worker finish that off. And this guy, he's going to pick up stones where there are no stones. Just because the workers are intelligent, I guess. An absolute pleasure to work with these workers. Alright, let's fold this away. We'll take this back over and dump it off. And hopefully this guy is going to do the right thing. No, I'm not going to count on it. Do just a headland, I guess, top and bottom. I'll run one along the outside here. As you can see, this is where the grids finish it runs this way, so when the AI works, it works to a straight line grid. And no, and that's why sometimes it's going to make me fold. Let's come back a little bit. Kick it off. So if I start from the top, hopefully hopefully the worker will have enough brains to realise where it's been done and where it hasn't, but I'm not going to count on it. So I think sunflower would look good on one of the fields, looking from home up to this AI farm. I'm going to hit the fence. Alright, we'll send him on his way from here. And I think we should just make that on that grid line. If anything, there'll be a tiny little miss strip, but I'm not going to worry about that. And it looks like it's going to miss some. Yep, this is Farm Sim. That's what it does. It makes everything as difficult as possible for you to do, no matter what you do. It's just how it is. Alright, we'll go and drop these stones off. See, our speed limit back to 33, where it should be. Down the hill. So I'm looking at that hill over there to my right. I'm kind of thinking something up there would be pretty cool. I don't know what. Something up there. Maybe not a homestead, maybe some sort of attraction, bring people into the area. Since they'll come in for the service station over there, the gas station. Hey, stupid! I don't trust them. I don't trust these workers, not one bit. So, always got to check their work, because they're useless. They've never been any good, and they will never be any good. The framework doesn't allow for it. Alright. So we took the awning off, because the awning made my stones disappear, which is not good. So now we've got to start from scratch again and start building up our line pile. And go right up against the wall because it doesn't bleed through. Try and get this these stones piled up again, and we'll put this guy away. And we don't need the big tractor anymore, so we'll park him up. This shed's done. And we'll just quickly jump to this guy. And it looks like it's all done. I don't know how he ended up back on this field again, but anyway. Now we're going to empty these bags out. We're going to fill it up with lime, and then we're going to put lime over the top. So Maybe I'm not. I think I might just sow it straight away. What month are we in? February, and we can't do sunflower for another 1, 2, 3, 2 days. So what I'll do is fast forward the game by 2 days, and we can continue working. Let's pull this back. And I think we'll build another little homestead and make that the vineyard family, vineyard and olives. We may as well get some of them on the map. We'll unload this. We may as well, if we're going to unload it, we may as well fill it right up. So this makes our granuled fertiliser. Right there, thanks. There we go. And that's unloaded. We've got some more big bags there to put away. Alrighty. For our big bag lifter attachment. Just make sure it's all working correctly. My right analog stick is drifting. Just trying to bring these back to square again. We'll pick them up from this way. Nope. Handle front. Always jobs to do. Oh, it's going to let me. No. Didn't know if it was going to let me or not. So, and then on the right hand side of these is where I'll store seed. Let's try and push these up a little bit. Alright. Not really advisable to do what I just did. You can send them launched across the other side of the map. Two more bags to go, and I think what I'll do is run 2 days forward and go and throw down some sunflowers. That's a bit on the low side, tucked right forward, didn't it? Now we've got 2 to go. Are we undercover there? Just want to make sure. Yeah, no worries. Fertiliser and water don't mix when you're trying to store it. Alright, we'll run 2 days forward. My grass is ready again too, almost, by the looks of it. So I might actually get a cut in tomorrow. So that means we'll set this tractor up for the grass work. Make sure we put this down nice and square. Otherwise it falls over. Alright, so we're set up here. We put the mowers on this guy. Well, the mower. I only use I don't use a front mower. Only got one for the rear. We'll do that now while I've got time. Coming too square there. Oh, I'm having a struggle today. Make sure we plug that. And we've got to fold it up because it won't get out the door unless we fold it. Whoop. Oh man, I hate these camera collisions, eh? They drive me insane. Alright, we're ready to go. That's the place done for the day. What is it, 3:20? Probably go home now, have an early beer. Everything's put away. The animals are done. So there's no need, there's nothing else for us to do today. So we're going to sleep. We're going to sleep for 2 days. Good night, farm. Winter. We'll make it 9 AM. It'll still be a bit dark. Is that more snow? Clear blue. Oh, look at this. Hello. We may have March. We may have some new calves. I'm going to have a quick look. Just checking on the bulls quickly. Oh, mate's asleep. Get up, lazy bones. Oi. Get up. What have you done to him? He's only 7 months. What have you done to him? Get up, bozo. Oi. Okay, alright, I got it. May you rest in peace, little fella. I think he's left us. He's gone to the other side. Hey, Daisy. You lazy bitch. Now, what have we got going on here? We've got 10 animals. Ah, because I sold the 10. I sold the other 10, so we don't have calves. I had 20 in there last time. I went and sold 10 because I had no money, and I didn't really make any money out of the 10 that I sold, so I would have been better off keeping them. Alright. Let's go and have a look at our crop while we're here. Grass is harvested and it's not growing. What is going on with this at present time? Oh dear. Let me just check how many seasons we're running. We're running 1 day. Not good. Things aren't looking real good. Things aren't looking real good. What to do? What to do? I think if I throw some... Well, it's fully fertilised. I was thinking if I put some fertiliser on the grass field, it might kick it into growth stage again. But it hasn't. It hasn't. Well, we can get the sunflowers down. And what do we put in the other side? Might put poplar in. That'd be different. It's quite hilly over there, so I'm going to have to use the big one. Check, make sure everything's running well. All the lights are working. It's getting a bit grubby. 14% damage. We don't need to spend any money on that yet. Can I sneak around the back of that? I reckon. We'll just open this one door. What I'm guessing is I'm going to have to put some fertilisation down to get this grass to regerminate again, because it's not playing ball. And I don't understand why the growth stage has ceased. Still comes up as harvested. It's never happened to me before. I think we put a fertilisation state on it. It's double fertilised, which is what we were looking at last time, isn't it? Why is it not growing? Ned and Nancy? Oh, we'll grab our seeder. I think we'll put sunflowers on the right. Yeah, I think on the right. I'm not sure about the left yet. Maybe poplar. Our seeder's over here. Our damage. Oh, 4%, that's right. It's just a little bit grubby. No problem. And we'll top it up with seed. Back a little bit. All these moving parts. Get any water where the seed and fertiliser go. I wanted the hoses all clean, which is done. Just get down off here and top it up. We've got about 4,000 seeds left, so we've still got plenty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not. Don't tell me I emptied it. That's the only no active. It's still got full seeds in it. Let me seed it, damn it. I wonder if I just back up, which theoretically shouldn't not work. Okay. calls for plan B. I'm going to shut that because I won't be in the farm. Oh my god. I'm going to quick jump over to our small tractor. Actually I can't because the front end loader belongs to the John Deere. I didn't count on any of this going on. And this mower, you have to unfold it before you can actually drop it off. It won't let you unhook if you're unfolded. So now we're going to have to fill this seeder. I'm driving really well today. I'm impressing myself. Alright. Let's grab our bucket. It's only 1,000 litres at a time, so it might be maybe 3 buckets. Make sure everything's working well. I've never actually tried to do this before, so this is all I can think of to get seed into my seeder. I used big bags for its first fill, so I'm just about to find out, I guess. Well, that works. Now we have to go around the other side. I won't reach it from here. That lid's in the way. Good one. Oh man, did someone call for a retard? Alright, no harm done. I think because I'm going to do 2 fields, I think I'll just put one more shovel load in. Thank you. I'm going to see if I can reach from this side. Oh, that made more sense, didn't it? And while I'm seeding that, I think I don't know what's going on with the grass. I've had one cut on it and it hasn't really grown, so very strange. Usually every 2 days on a 1 day month cycle, you'll get a cut every 2 days. Look at this, I've put too much pressure on it. Oh, what is going on? Are you kidding me? Right. I'm not too sure what to do right now about this grass. I think I may have to re-sow it. Ah, my wife's here. Hello, dear. Alright, let's close this lid and get to work. I don't know what else to do here. 62,000 dollars. Where's my large mod for the grass roller? I don't think I've turned it on. Even though I've got a fair few mods, I don't use every mod I have for every build. And it looks like I haven't got it switched on for this one. There it is there. I do have it switched on. 120 grand. Oh dear. It means I have to sell another property. 3. And 2. I don't like doing that. You work your guts out to buy land. All this because of grass. Be cheaper just to buy the damn thing. I only want small tyres on it. Fenders would be fine. I'd be running it with the case. It's going to take 330 horses to run it. I don't see what else I can do. I think I have 7 hay bales and 8 silage bales, which would be ready by now. Look, I've got seed on the ground. I'm failing miserably today. I'm almost out of hay. The bulls over there, they're due for another feed, so we've got enough to feed them, and they've almost finished. They're 96 and 98%, so 97 has just dropped down. By the end of today they'll be fully fermented, and we'll be able to get feed for those guys tomorrow. The girls in the dairy are fine. If anything, they'll need some straw, but let's head to the shop. I just want to check the status of the bulls here. I should have sold 3 of the bulls, I guess, instead of selling land. So they're fine. No worries there. Just got up. Lazy bones in the back there, just got up. And I know the chickens are fine for wheat. We've got one little egg pole there, it's not even worth mentioning. My milk silo here. Let's just have a look. Alright, we've got some growth. And it looks like there's still ice on everything. Maybe... well, there's patches of ice. So... first spring morning, I guess. I just got impatient. Either way, I've just spent 120 grand. Let's have a look here. Alright, they got plenty. They need for nothing. We'll take the side gate out since we're over this way. This is our barley. Oh, sorry, canola. It's growing fine as well. It's just because there's ice. And I'm impatient, but nonetheless I'm going to roll the field now. So much for this stupid thing. It's supposed to give you accuracy on the weather. I think it's told me fibbies. Alright, we'll just scoot quickly to the shop. We'll put the hammer down. Metal to the floor. Still patches of ice, so I think I did just get impatient. I expected to be able to cut today, the grass, so I was a little bit concerned about what was happening or not happening with my grass field. It's the only grass field I have. How are we on fuel? We'll be fine. This uses 32.5 litres an hour, so we won't have to fuel up until the end of the day. We've still got 2 days left to put the sunflower down, so I'm not really feeling under any pressure. Except to put time back to a more realistic 8. We'll go 6, because there is no 8. Probably should have headlights on. I've got my safeties on. It's a heavy machine, this one. This doesn't sound the same as what it did in FS19. This had more thunderous kind of grunt to it, like the Fent 1050 does. So the engine sound on this is a lot different. I think because it's a slightly different model. And here we are back home. This is a really big roller too. Like really big. I think we're going to drop our speed down. We'll run at 10 and then we'll see if I need to pick it up. I think 10 might be fairly good. Just want to try and get a bearing. And looking at about there. If we can't keep it nice and straight. I don't see any grid lines at the moment, just because there is ice everywhere. So I think we're actually angling across quite a bit, but it's better than missing some, I guess. Extremely hard to see. But this will get it growing again anyhow. Which is great. Oh, well and truly going on a massive angle. I have crop destruction on. I'm going to arc around and then I'm going to bring it back. And the thing with rollers is there's no up and down. It's just unfold and go. That's alright there. We are over the edge a little bit, but that's fine. As long as I don't hit my other field. Yeah, now it looks like how it should be. May as well roll this bit of wild grass out on the side. Make the place look a bit tidy. Oh no, you don't. See how slow it went, and then it all of a sudden kicked in to like mega speed. Oh, let's try and get a line here. You do get used to playing in first person, and the game will always drift you one way or the other. So I'm kind of trying to guess where the grid lines are. I'm also looking at the right hand side, not this screen but the one on the column, and kind of trying to keep the top left hand side of that one with the edge of the grass field kind of in that area, and that'll hopefully keep me fairly straight. I've actually come across a little bit, but not too bad. So I'm going to stop here. Because I don't want to run over I don't want to flatten that grass that runs along the driveway there. Oh, come on, hook around. There we go. Miss a little bit of rolling is okay. But I'm just going to keep going. And we'll come back. We should be able to clean up the other side there in one move on the way back anyway, so not all is lost. When I make enough money, I've actually done other no man's lands builds where, especially the last build I did is I ran a bridge, I ran a road up through here, which should be pretty cool to drive through, and then I bridged this across. I bridged it across from here, went over the road, and we hooked the bridge up here, which was a double bridge. It cost me about $1.2 million all up by the time I did all the landscaping to make it flat enough for the bridge. And then I ran a river across. I stopped the road so we can make the road a dead end cul-de-sac kind of at the end, make this join up to here, so make this river run out here more and kind of make it cut in about there somewhere and join back up here. So cut all that out and bridge across. So it actually looks quite effective. What I'll do is just quickly load that one just to see. Just do a quick save here. And that one is called Grenfell. It's also no man's land, but I built it up on the hill. I did a lot of landscaping on that one, and I put the bridge in. I don't remember if I finished it or not, but I'm sure I did. Come on, game. It's that one. just want to have a look at the bridge I put down. It was pretty expensive to do it. Well, it was expensive to set it up because the amount of landscaping I had to do was pretty immense. So, but I do like this Grenfell farm. It's different. The tractors work really hard. I've got no large tractors. I've got a small and a medium on this build, and it's way up on the side of the hill which I built off, and it's got it's got potential to be pretty good. I've got the tree loppers in my area. It's probably coming through on the microphone. Okay, come on game, load up. So I'm on the PS4 Pro, and it still takes a while to load FS22. The PS5 only loads about 6 or 7 seconds quicker. So when it comes to FS22, the load times between PS4 and PS5, it's only a matter of just like 5 or 6 seconds. And we should be in now. This is Grenfell. Anytime today, thank you. So we only got, once again, 3 fields. I forgot this was yeah, the bridge is in there. We'll go and have a look at that. I've got sheep down here. On the map I'm doing now, this is where I put the second house for the AI, and put the 2 fields down there. So I've still got this road here, and this is where my farm is, in this area, on the build that I'm on at the moment, that I actually started. So this road runs up here, comes around. You can feel the tractors working when they start pulling up this hill, and it's pretty cool. You feel them really dig in. All the grunt comes out of them. There's the homestead there. I didn't really do a great deal of detailing with this one. I just kind of left it a bit bushy. Got the cattle, the bulls breeding as I usually do. The bale shed, implements. Got plenty of silage bales going on now. I'm using that one. I don't usually use that silo anymore. It's too unrealistic. This is the same dairy pen that I've got in the build I've got now. We've got manure piling up, and I use that to load up the manure trailer. There's my little tractor there. It's a small one. And I usually use the same kind of implements most builds. This is the cattle breeding pen. And I've got 1 bull in there, and he's got 6 girls with him. Lucky devil. Or unlucky, depends on how you look at it. So yeah, this is built up on the hill, and cost a lot of money to actually build this. It cost a ton. I just rearranged the hills and that a bit more. I could have smoothed them out a little bit, but I kind of like the mystique kind of looking at it. This mower is pretty good, but only for this map. I wouldn't use this again, but since I got it here, I'll continue to use it. And like everywhere, I lock everything up. This is my favourite tractor, number 1, the 1050 Fendt. I just love it. There's nothing it can't do. It'll pull thing. It's got 520. Is it 520 horses? 550. I think it's 520, but it'll pull everything. It's incredible. Uphills, you name it. We've got a B double connection hooked up here, we're going to head down to the bridge now. This is the entry and exit on the back side in towards the fields. I try to make the road run with the contours of the landscaping. And we've got stormwater runoff here. As you can see, it's collected across the entire map. We've got a safety fence there. That's what I mean, this map, you can put water channels wherever you want, however you want. This is just a small overbridge, it's not the one I'm talking about. That didn't cost $1 million to do. This is another AI farm. This is where I got the idea to put a few AI farms around, just for decoration. There's a horse pen there. It's got one horse in there, I think. Yeah, one. And we got one more out here in his own little pasture. And that's about it. One grass field, or going to be a grass field. And this road will lead us to this white paved road is the main road, which is why it's paved. And this is where I was continuing to build, but I was worrying about running out of money. And as you can see, I've ran the water channel through, and this is where the power lines are going to start coming from for this build. There was a reason why I stopped building here though. I can't remember why I stopped, but I stopped for a reason and didn't delete it, but kind of gave up on it. So I've got that joined up into here. And this is the bridge. It's a double bridge. Two pieces put together, as you can see the connection here. But I tried to get these pillars lined up perfectly. So the bridge works. It's pretty cool, driving across it and whatnot. It needs flowers and fauna and trees and that around bushland here. I left a few mounds just to make the landscaping a bit more interesting driving through. So cut that through, that's pretty smooth going up. But I'm kind of thinking of doing something like this for the build that I'm doing now. Just kind of add something different to the map. So, you know, it's even got potential to run a dirt road under it that links up here. Kind of that sort of thing. But yeah, anyway, we'll go back to what I was doing. I want to do something like that. Maybe not the same, maybe I can put a bridge somewhere else. But I don't know, I think I stopped playing it because I wasn't too over the top happy about it. Didn't really, my imagination, I didn't build to the imagination that I had. So the build I did was lacking to how I thought it would look. So when it comes to building maps on FS22, I've got a big wild imagination that probably supersedes my potential, my abilities to actually build what it is that I'm thinking in my head. So I probably should have got the game on PC, and you got a lot more options to you. You don't have slot counts that are limited. It all depends on how powerful your PC is. And if I had my time again, I would have not got it for PS4, I would have got it for PC. Anyway, we'll finish rolling the grass. We'll get a worker onto the sunflower seeds and get that seeded. Probably the other side, I'm still thinking about what to put there that would complement the side of the hill with the yellow sunflowers. I mean, maybe cotton, but I don't have the money to harvest it, so it would just sit there and then die. But it looked good while it was growing for no real beneficial reason. No, that's what we're doing. Okay, back into it. I do like the textures of the grass that FS22 has done. FS19, the grass textures were nowhere near as good as this. This actually looks really, really good. After you cut it, after you fertilise it, even after you roll it, it looks like a bowling green lawn, if I even said that correctly. Let's make sure we're running straight. And we'll just slightly angle across. I want to have a look at the weather. Yeah, we're running 1 degree, and tomorrow rain. Alright, the frost should be gone tomorrow, which means I'll probably, this says harvested, this still says needs rolling. Needs rolling. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it says growing now. I thought I'd use the field roller on the grass, which would have just destroyed it. We're alright, it's changed to growing. We'll put the roller away now. This thing's super duper heavy. Where are we going to place this? Should go in with the grass. And our stone collector. Oh! I'm going to come and pick that seed up too. This needs to go next to the cultivator. Like it was meant to live there. Never walk under a roller door that's coming down, even if it's got a big motor on it. Never do it. Never. Never ever do it. If that gives way, you're dead. Period. Alrighty, and I think we could squeeze that in the corner next to the plough, which means we're going to have to back this up on a reverse L. Come on, hook around. Here we go. Ah, we got it. Beautiful. I thought I was going to have a few more problems than that. Lovely. We are rocking. I'm going to send the worker out to do this, let him destroy everything. Sunflower. Oh no, it's a seeder, not a planter. Okay, change of mind. 33. They're pretty decent sized fields. Not huge, but they're big enough. What can we put down here? I might do soybean. I think we'll get soybean on the left. And did they even put another grass field in here? Soybean on this side. Might even make that bigger field a grass field, just straight up grass. Not be planted in March. Oh dear. It's left me in a bit of a pickle. Gonna have to be oat. Oat does look fairly good while it's growing. I think we'll go with oat. Oh. Oh no, we're only going to do a headland anyway. We'll just get this, we should have a bit of overlap. It's fairly close. The grid lines run diagonally across, so he's going to miss a little bit down here, but I can cope with that as long as we don't miss any edges. I don't intend on harvesting this. This is purely for aesthetics, all this work to these two fields, just so it looks good for my home. I could take crop damage off, crop destruction off, but then I enjoy playing with crop destruction. Come on, move over. Move over. I'm just doing one headland, so the AI doesn't get too confused. Bouncy, bouncy. Lovely. And we'll let him take over now. Actually, I'm going to run one more here just because of these trees. Back it up now and we'll let the AI take over. Come on. It's with all the lag. Let's make sure I did a proper job on the headland. Oh dear. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. That's it. Hit the fence, stupid. Yep. That's it. Oh. Now reverse all the way back up the field because you can't figure out what you got to do next. So it makes the tractor work a bit on these hills, which they're not terribly huge, but up this end it gets a little steepish, so shouldn't have any problems though. The little case, well, it's the large case. It should have more than enough horses in it. It's a 435, and all is well. How much fertiliser? 52%. Yeah, we'll be right. We can leave this guy alone now. I'll just make sure he does one turn in the right direction and I should be able to leave him be. I'll go and pick that seed up. Come on, you can work it out. Come on, game. You can do it. It's not rocket science. By G, by Jingo, by crikey, I think he's got it. Hats off to this man. Or is it a woman? It's probably a woman. It's a woman. Takes a woman to do a man's job these days. Women are born with brains, men are born with brawn. And if you don't class as a man or a woman, I'm not too sure what you're born with. Alright, we're going to grab our seed. That was a bit low. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be able to tip that seed back in. I don't think I can, and I don't think it'll big bag me. I don't think it'll big bag me coming to unload it from the bucket. There's only one way to find out, I guess. And it probably helps if I can set the bucket straight, which that wasn't. And still isn't. Do they want me to dig a hole? And no, we can't. We can't unload it. Oh. So, just going to see if I can tip it back in. I really don't think this is going to work. As a matter of fact, I know it's not going to work. And because I know it's not going to work, I'm still going to try it. Okay, I knew. It just doesn't make sense to do that. So what I'm going to do with it? 254 seeds. Chickens like seeds, but unfortunately it's not registered as chicken food. So I guess we'll just take up bin space. Righto. Now that I've rolled that field, that puts an extra fertilisation state onto it. So I guess we're done. We just wait for the AI now. The animals are fine. They're all fed. They've got enough water. They've got straw. Luckily, because I don't have any straw. Like completely out. Even the straw barn's empty. We'll park this fella up. This is where he lives. There's really not much else to do. We've turned that off because we got enough. We've turned the seeds off. I guess that's it. We either seed ourselves. Look, I've got hardly any stone left now. Oh man, I had a big pile that ran the whole length of the wall. I put that awning on it and all the stones disappeared. And just vanished. Let's go. Ring ding 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 ding. See if this bloke's doing the right thing or not. He's doing what he's paid to do. Or she, I mean. Now, why does it take a woman to do the job properly? Why can't any of the male workers? I had a lot of problem on this field when I was putting the fertiliser and all that on it, and yet that woman can do it. Embarrasses the blokes. I bet she can ride a bike better than me too. Well, I guess the next place, when I make some money, I'm still in my cow gear. Save me getting cow dung all over me. Look, she's doing the job right. Why is it so hard for the other workers? Eh? Is that a bit of women's lib going on there? The workers, the workers are better than the blokes? Not in the real world. No way. They shouldn't be out of the kitchen. They should be cooking dinner. Even at 7 AM they should start dinner. Keep themselves busy for the day. Yeah, I think I'll build out here next. We'll put another AI farm here. I'll probably put the house down the back, a little bit further away. Probably over, where's the sheds going to go? I think probably on this side, just about here somewhere, the farmhouse. We can wrap the road around. We can put the olive shed here, which won't block my view from the house being able to look this way. So the olives and grapes shed can go here. And I don't know if I'll actually work it, but I'm going to set it up to be worked if I choose to do it later. Like I said, right now it's only because we've only just kicked this off that I'm not sort of full on busy at the moment. There's only 4 fields, but if you combine them all together, I've got one decent sized field. So between that and the small head of cattle I'm carrying and the few chickens I got, it's just at the moment it's hard to keep busy, but as the game progresses it'll get busier and busier. It'll take longer to feed, and it'll go to a 2-day cycle, so that should be 2 times fertilised, which doesn't look it, but it should be. There's a little barbecue area and stuff. And she's almost done, so I guess I'll let her finish that, and I'll skip forward another, what was it, another day or 2 days? No, I can't do sunflower. I wanted sunflower there because it was going to give a yellow texture colour. So when I'm looking from the house, that side of the hill will be yellow. It kind of just like set it off, you know. And when I'm down the back of the farm here, more so at the cattle, I'll be able to see the other farmhouse over there. Now, will that be too close to that farmhouse? Or should I not bother growing that area out? Probably run another farm off this track. I still don't know if I'm going to track through here, which would be pretty cool to drive through really, and would have to wrap back around in here, maybe take a tree or two down and bridge this across like I did on the other build that I just went to. So I don't really know, but what you got to do is get the level of the ground, which is just about a foot back from here, somewhere just here where the circle is, so it's a little bit higher than the flat bit, and flatten that off, and then you use the landscaping tool on the sculpting, go to slope, and then you put the square out and you make it big and full power, and you mark that area, and then you come over here and then you kind of run it from here across, and it'll pick the level, and then you go across to this one, and then you make that level right the way across, fill it in, cut through the hill, make a track go down that way if you want, make the road continue on down that way, but it costs a lot of money. And I don't know if no man's land really needs a bridge to go across there, to cut this road out, or even leave the road and still bridge across to drive under it. It might be cool, I don't know, I might change my mind a bit later and actually do it, but it's still a long way off, I guess. So I'm pretty happy with the way things are going so far, except I've spent more money than what I wanted. Is she going to turn around? Or is she going to go, that's it, I'm off to the pub with the boys? I've got a feeling she might be off to the pub with the boys. Come on, impress me. Oh no, yeah. I would have married her if she would have got that right. And we're on. I don't like my right analog stick. It's drifting. Oh, we're right on the cusp. Oh, I missed a little fraction there. $110,000. I might be able to lease a planter. I might do it that way. Or maybe I should just save my money for later. I'm a bit impatient to to get this area here looking sort of pretty cool. Just so it looks good from my home down on the farm down there. Either way, I've got enough time to think. A couple of days. And every day that goes by, what? Oh, my controller's doing some weird stuff. I doubt this is going to work. I highly doubt this is going to work. I'm going to try though. Can't even pop a mono. No, does not play well with others. Yes, 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 yes. Stop! Oh, you bastard. I'm going to try that one more time. Come on, up here, get up there, get up there, come on. I wonder if that's putting damage on my cedar. Go! Alright, no biscuit. So yeah, leave it there till it runs out of fuel. That took too long to fold up. Well, that's seeding done. I really want the sunflowers out there, so knowing what I'm like, I'm 100% going to hire a planter and I'm going to hire a planter and put sunflower down there. I just know I'm going to. No matter how much common sense says to me, you ain't got the money for that, I know I'm going to do it. Alright, let's just skip to the bike. There's also a chopper that flies through this map now. Pretty cool. I'm going to see if I can jump this thing. Where am I? Oh my god. It's a big bush, alright. Here we go. Jump, jump, jump. Woohoo! Betcha. Wasn't even that good. I don't know how I didn't stack that. We'll sleep the day away. Nothing else to do. Every now and again there comes a time when you've got nothing to do on the map and you just got to sleep it away. And we expected rain, which is good. We got our seed down. Let's have a look here. I didn't have to sleep the day. I could have put I could have put sunflower down already.